Hello students, I hope you all are fine by the grace of Almighty God. In my previous video, I started lesson 6. Name of a lesson is Work Can Be Fun. Let me recapitulate some of the points of this lesson. Tom Sawyer lived with Aunt Polly. She had a lovely garden at the front of her house. The garden had a wooden fence around it. When Tom was enjoying Saturday morning, it was a holiday for him. When he was enjoying holiday on that time, he heard a voice, Tom, Tom. It was Aunt Polly's voice, and she has given him some work. What was the work? To paint the fence. So all his morning happiness was gone because he got a work. What was the work? To paint the fence. What he said in himself? Oh, what a waste of holiday. Then, when he started painting the fence, on that time he saw a Ben coming that way. What he saw? Ben coming that way. So he was holding very clever idea. When he saw Ben, he began to sing and smile as he painted. When he started painting, he saw Ben over there. Then he began to sing and smile and he started painting. Ben was surprised to see, and he asked, what a waste of holiday. You're painting on holiday also. You got to work on holiday. In this way, he said. So he said, work. Why is it not that work? Then Ben said, it's work. Then Tom said, no, it's not a work. An artist can do this. What he said? An artist can do this sort of work and it suits for me. Ben was holding a red apple in his hand. Tom's mouth watered, but he kept moving his brush on the fence. Tom's mouth watered, but he kept moving his brush on the fence. So what happened? At last, Tom, let me try this. Who said? Ben. Please let me try just a little. Even I too want to paint the fence in this way, he said. I'll be very careful and I'll give half of my apple in this way, Ben said to Tom. Then, now let's find out what Tom said here. Oh, Ben, I would let you do it, but you know, Aunt Polly is very particular about this fence. There is not one in 1,000 who can do it the right way. See, he's praising himself here. Then now, Ben said, come on, Tom, I'll give you all my apple. Well, Ben, Tom said, you can try, but you must be very, very careful. What he said? Fine, you can try, but you must be very, very careful. Tom gave Ben the paintbrush and took his apple. Ben sat to work in the hot sun. Got it? Tom sat down happily on the grass. How was the grass till then? It was cool grass. And ate Ben's big red apple. How was the apple? Big and red. So Ben set to work in the hot summer and Tom sat down happily on the cool grass. How was the grass? Cool. And ate Ben's apple. How was the apple here? Big red apple. He kept telling Ben again and again, Ben, look at that part of fence. You haven't done it rightly. Do again or Aunt Polly will be angry. In this way, he's saying to Ben. Soon other boys came there. Soon other boys also came there. Ben worked in the hot sun for a long time. He was working in the hot sun for a long time. Ben worked in the sun for a long time. He began to feel tired. Tom sold the next chance to Billy for a kite. When Billy got tired, John bought his turn for a pair of marbles. See, these sort of things are going on there. Thus, every boy paid some price to paint the fence for Tom. So every boy paid some price to paint the fence. To whom? To Tom. By evening, the fence had received 3 coats. See, because of his friends, the fence had received how many coats? 3 coats of paint. And Tom had collected a number of playthings. Playthings is nothing but what? Which you can play with. In addition to the things already mentioned, Tom got an old copper coin, a tin soldier, a dog's collar, a toy gun, and a bottle opener. This sort of things he got. When all the paint was finished, Tom went indoors to tell his aunt. Let me tell you the meaning of marvel, coats, collar, indoors. Marvel, meaning of marbles are what here? Is what here? Small balls of colored glass used by children in game. You are aware of these children. Small balls of colored glass used by children in games. Coat, layers of paint. Collar, a band put around an animal's neck. Whose neck? Animal's neck. Indoors, into the house. Indoors is nothing but into the house. How much of the fence have you done? Who is questioning here? Aunt Polly. To whom? To Tom. All of it, he said in this way. All of it. All of it? Aunt Polly went out to see for herself. She could hardly believe her eyes. Really, all of it had been done, and it had been done so nicely. She was surprised to see, and she said in this way, it had been done so nicely. She is not aware of that. His friends did these all things. Now she said, well, Tom, she said, you have worked so well. Now you can go and play with your friends. She said in this way to Tom. Now you can go and play with your friends, but don't be late home. She fetched the best apple from her cupboard. What she fetched here? She fetched the best apple from her cupboard and gave it to Tom. Tom smiled and thought, work can be fun. Yes, it can be fun when others do it for us. It can be fun when others do it for us. Students, I underlined some of the vocabulary here in these pages. So work on that. Improve your reading. Keep on reading so that you can improve. And one more thing, work hard, children, work hard. Thank you. Have a nice day.